Easter. If anyone's out there crazy enough to be out there right now with me, God bless you. I just got off of the portal with the kids, and it's a madhouse in some of those houses with the Easter bunny and all the treats, and my grandson's gonna have a Peeps stomach ache this morning. I just watched him down 4 of them. Everyone's got lots on their minds, so I thought this is a great time to pick my 2-3 most efficient stretches, and that's what we're gonna do. So without further ado, happy Easter, everybody. Let's go ahead with the basic rotation. So up tall, and I'm gonna kind of monitor how much better it feels from last week, and just kind of keep a loose record of my progress, all right? So that's feeling tight back there. And then we're going to reach up and over. Follow through with your head and neck. Now remember the idea behind these stretches is applying a resistant force, a load, on the muscle group so that it contracts. And in that contracted position, then we add the stretch. So that's the twist that I want you to keep in mind as we go through these movements. So I'm going to add tension here and press down as I stretch further. Okay? And then up and over far as you can. And stretch, add the tension. And one more each side. Obviously, you're gonna do what feels good for you. If you need to stay here for a few more upper body stretches. Before we go on down, we did the bed series in the first video, and it was the one that I explained was a little bit more involved. So, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so to begin, we want to see the internal rotation of that hip joint. And it's just a little baseline, okay? To see tight, can I drop that knee without lifting my butt too much? And you just want to feel the mobility in that joint. And then we're going to roll over and use that leg to begin with. We're going to start with this leg. So you're just going to go heel up and down. So in this position, your 90-degree angle out front, you're going to lift and rotate that hip joint and just wake it up. Good. And then you're going to take your knee up and down. You just want to hit that joint at all angles. And then what you're going to do is take that heel up one more time and drive it out, all right? So you're going to extend. Good. And bring it back up. Now the tension comes into those muscles as you rotate it up and pressing it out. Good. And one more. Rotate up, press it out. So we're going to take that leg, is going to go on the top now. So we're going to roll over. You can just roll, well, just roll this way. Then you can still see the screen. All right? So now we're going into that same rotation with a bent leg. Rotate it up and down. You won't have quite the range here, okay? And then knee up and down. Again, really focusing on the hip joint. And now this time you're going to hold it up and press it out and in. Drive your hip forward and back. And then we're gonna go into the hamstring stretch because that's basically what this is. It's loosening up all those tendons so that we can get a good stretch into our hamstring. Good. So, let's extend that leg out front. Bottom arm is gonna hold on and you're gonna straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Now let's grab behind the knee and pull that in to our chest and belly. Point, flex, point, roll and rotate. Watch the tension in your neck, all right? And then release and ease off. We're gonna pull it in one more time. So you're gonna reset. Try and straighten that leg out and then draw it into your chest. Point, flex, rotate. And then I'm gonna take it to one more reset and I'm gonna pull it in. All right. And then I'm gonna drop it down and I'm gonna do that lengthening one more time with my arm hand attached, okay? Press. You know, it feels uncomfortable, but not like that first time. Good stuff. Now this time you're going to extend that leg and we're going to add the rotation. So this is where the hand goes to the chest and you rotate away. And release. Good. Extend. Lengthen that leg out and then rotate away through your chest. And ease off. I'm going to go ahead one more time and rotate. Beautiful. Now lying on your back again, that same leg, you want to retest that internal rotation and see how much that hip joint loosened up and feeling so much more ease of motion there. It might not be that way for you. You know, don't get discouraged. Just be an objective observer, right? So that, yeah, I got a few cracks in there too. So now let's drop this other leg and start the stretch on this side. I feel a little more of a pull. It's interesting to see from side to side what's going on. Good. So again, we start with that leg by side lying, bent out, extend that heel to the ceiling and rotate at the shoulder, the hip joint. Good. And then I'm going to take the knee up. There you go. And then I'm going to extend that heel up again and press out. Rotate it up, press out. The upper leg glides across the floor as you drive your heel. Good, and press. Nice. So we continue the stretch on that same leg by putting it on top and with a bent leg out front, doing the same heel rotations up and down. Good. Now, you have to understand how subtle the changes will come with your stretching. Almost as subtle as your weight training and your strength training with weights. Slow, steady wins the race. All right, let's take that heel up one more time and drive it out and push it away. And bend out front, extend it up and push out. And one more time, push out. Good. And for the last one, you're just going to take that knee up and drive it forward. Interesting. And back. forward and back. All right, so now we're ready for the hamstring stretch on this side. Extend that leg out. Oh, there's much more tension in this side. Just pay attention from side to side, okay? So, oh, I can't even straighten mine out. This is where I should have had my strap. All right, I'm just gonna ease into the movement and relax and release, ease in. Now, once I take it to these hamstring, this stretch, I might get better range down lower. Point flex, roll, rotate. Reset, straighten that leg and draw it into your chest. Point, flex, roll, rotate. And one more time. I'm gonna do a little extra on this side and really pull that into my chest. Point, flex, roll, rotate. Interesting. I'm gonna drop it again and try this one. Feels a little bit better, but not much. Good. Rolling back onto your back. Let's drop that one that we just stretched and feel hopefully a little more ease of mobility in those hip joints. Yeah, a little bit better. It's hard to determine what comes from the stress of our weight training and what comes from the stress of our day, what kind of tensions we're holding on to. Neither here nor there. When it manifests physically in your body, you gotta go at it, like a little bit at a time. It's like a little scrape here, a little swipe there, and go easy. The other one I thought was important, probably, because I don't think I'm special. I would think that everybody's hip flexors, glutes are tight. So this is the TFL Tensor Fascial Drop. So right there is my tension. I don't even have to apply any tension. We're really stretching this area here. Whoa. And I'm actually, I do believe I'm sitting up a little taller, a little easier. And then I'm going to press that out of the way as I drop and stretch. Very interesting. Ease off, reset, and drop. Beautiful. And if you don't mind, I'm going to take it one more time. See, that knee wants to kind of pop in. That's okay. Alrighty, other side. A little rest. Okay, pull it up and in. Ho, ho, ho. This side is saying no to me. I don't know about you. And it's not even gonna drop very far. That's all right. And ease back up. Drop. Good. And I want one more good one on this side. So I'm gonna reset, really get myself into a good position, create that tension by pushing that leg out and drop. Oh. Alrighty. Sometimes I feel like I want to go at it until I feel loose, but that's kind of not the way it works. So you just go at it a reasonable amount and assume that next time it'll be a little bit better, next time it'll be a bit better. Upper body. I can't tell you how much more limber my shoulders are feeling just by doing this a couple times a week now. The shark. We're going to cross our palms, create the tension, and pull. Stretching up the shoulder joint, the upper arms traps, neck, and release. Adding the tension by pressing your hands together and drawing it across your body. And we're going to elongate it, so you're going to take it from your 90-degree angle out and lengthen it up to the sigh. And breathe through it. Doesn't always feel great. And now, if you're here facing me, you'll see that your arms are kind of on that angle. We're going to go on a diagonal. And this is where I'm going to take it up onto my feet and go lengthening it to the floor and lengthening it out that way. I'm going to reach to the floor. Ooh. And then I'm going to sway. And the last one in this series, just going to give it a little break. The last one in this series is attaching those fingertips to the floor and moving your body away. So you're going to drive your hips, pull them away, and lengthen that area. Good. Yeah. That one almost feels like I'm going to break this time. I'm going to break. And then, you know, you're doing your hair or you're scratching yourself and you go, oh, wow, look at how far I can go now. It's awesome. Other side, shark. Pressing those hands together, creating the tension, and then drawing it across. And release. I was just noticing that I'm up here really scrunched up into my neck. Try and lengthen your neck as you pull that away. Keeping the tension on it. One more time. Driving those hands into each other, creating tension and stretching. And this is where we're going to elongate up to the ceiling. And then the diagonal. I'm just going to tip a little bit and move. Encourage that direction there. At any time you need to ease off the tension and come back in, add it on. And here's on our feet, reaching to the floor. And extend and pull back into your body. Extend to the floor. Pull back in one more time, or as many as you need, into the sway. You're just going to move those arms and not move it too much, but that's okay. That's all right. You can ease off of that one, and then this is where you place your hands on the floor and move your body away from it, all right? Drawers up here, wrong side. All right, so I'm crouched, and then I'm gonna move my torso away. And crouch, move my torso away. And beautiful. Okay. I think I'll give that one a rest. How do you feel? It should be a little tingly, a little bit mad at you. We're gonna finish up with the glute series. Okay, so that's that pigeon pose. So let's go through. Just make a determination. Does it feel better to get in this position? Is this leg used to be last week up here and now you can take it back a little bit further? Maybe you can bring your hips into squareness a little bit better, okay? I'm definitely feeling all of those things. Stretching out here, hands placed. We're not pushing, right? The tension and the contraction from this group is stretching and strengthening those muscle groups. So 5 push-ups driven by the contraction in your hamstrings and glutes. Beautiful. And then I'm going to place one hand in front using less help. I'm going to ask that muscle to do more work. Good. And changing sides. go for a full, unsupported movement. And then maybe just a little bit of a rotation. Good. We're going to stay on this leg, take it out to the 90-degree angle, and just see where you're at. All right? Same movements. It's a press, contraction here, and lower lift, driving that full leg into the floor. Nice. And then I'm going to rotate my body and do the same thing, asking that muscle to strengthen and stretch in rotation. Whoa, feels good, but you know, not so good. Oh. And the last part of this is really accentuating that rotation by pulling your hand across, walking it out and feeling that stretch move into your upper body, driving that hand in and sinking into the movement. Don't force these, you guys. Very powerful stretches. Things are like at their limit at this point, and we're asking it to do more under contraction, which is huge, which is big. Ease up there a bit. Feel that hip flex on the other side. See, as muscles stretch, other muscles have to strengthen and lengthen and shorten. So, I just saw a red dot on my screen. Do you think that's the Easter Bunny? All right, pigeon pose, other side. We're finishing up here, you guys. We got some Easter bunnying to do. All right, and here comes your push-ups. One hand in one hand. So about 5. I usually try and get about 5 out. Drive that front leg into the floor, create the tension, and then ease down into the stretch and strengthen. Other hand. And no hands if you're at this point. If not, oh, I might not be at this point on this side. This whole left side through all the stretches today is just a little lagging. It's okay. It's interesting to make those observations. I'm going to do one more, and then we're just going to go for real light rotation on this, just to check things up here. And good. So we're coming into the 90-degree bend. In front, I'm not sure about this side for myself. So just see where you're at. No judgment. And the 5 push-ups, which are truly that leg pressing in, contracting, stretching places that you have never even dreamed of before. Good. I'm going one more here before I do my rotation. So interesting. Hand, hand. In rotation, you're going to do the same. Movement. One more for me, and then we're going into that rotation, the extended rotation where this hand reaches right across in alignment with that leg and walk it out. Drive the heel of your hand into the floor, create the tension, and then drop. Whoa. Walk it out, drive it in, and drop. Oh my goodness. That felt amazing. I think that, yeah, that was it for us. So finish up, go into your basic rotation, see how much better those hamstrings feel, all right? And then add the turn, and turn. All right, have a great day, you guys. I don't know what you're up to, but I'm sure it's busy and fun. Enjoy. Thanks for showing up, you guys. It was good for us. Just, what, 20 minutes. There you go. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll put the boards on later this afternoon, and then I'll see you tomorrow for probably chest and triceps. Good? Alrighty. See you later, guys.